they turn around and goes, hey, who do you know that would love to lose 5 pounds in 5 days with a product that's so natural that even a child can use it? Usually people turn around and go, what? Once I get an answer from them, like a what is it? Like a huh? Just a reaction. I tell them, I have tea and I have coffee. What do you prefer? Simple as that. It's a hook. You have to understand that most people are going to listen to you within the first 10 seconds that they're listening to you. They're going to decide if they're listening or they're not. So you got to have a great hook. You can use mine if you want. That's not a problem. Use it as much as you want. It is successful. Okay. Now, once you sell products, now you have to understand if you're prospecting 25 people to tell you no, within the 25, you're going to get one maybe that's going to say yes at that moment in time. So usually, yes, out of every 25, you get one yes. That's about the average. Okay. Just so you understand. So if you prospect four, you're going to get 4 sales a day. Okay. Just as simple as that. If you prospect 100, you're going to get 4 sales a day. That's the average. Now, the more you prospect, the more you're out there asking the questions about the product, the better you're going to get talking to people. It's like practice. And the more you get better with people, the faster and the more yeses you will get. You will convert more yeses from those no's. But see, why is it important the 25 no's or the 100 no's a day? It's because the more no's you get accustomed to listening to no. You're not afraid of the no. It's just as simple. You get used to how to answer the no. The more you have that. Okay. So that's important. From there, okay, now we are prospecting. We're going out there, we're looking for all the no's. Fantastic. Now, what's the next step? The follow up. The money's in the follow up. Okay. As we're following up with people, please understand there's a series of questions you must ask that get you the right answer. It's the exact same questions. And I'm going to go through the questions one by one. Okay. First question. Did you like the tea? Did you like the coffee? Did you like the drop? Whatever the product is. Did you like the chocolate? Okay. Did you like the tea? First thing they're going to say is one of two things. One, yes, or two, no. That's it. I mean, they can have an excuse in the middle of it, like, oh, I tried it, but my 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 big toe started bleeding or whatever it is. They sometimes they create somebody scared them along the way when they came home and they scared them not to try it and they're trying to give you an excuse, right? Okay. So if they say they didn't like it, if they say, I didn't like the tea, or I didn't like the coffee, I didn't like the chocolate, I didn't like the orange genius, I didn't like, fantastic. Your answer, do not ever ask why didn't you like it, because you're going to force them to lie to you. Understand that point. It's okay if they said no, but your answer should be, jot this down. That's fantastic if you didn't like the orange genius. But let me tell you one thing. Once you do try it, you're going to fall in love with it. So when you do try it, call me. You're going to love the product. See what I did right there? When I do that, what ends up happening is this. People who were afraid of trying it for whatever reason, because there's people that, they got home, the turtles scared them, whatever it was, please understand that when you tell them that, in their mind, they're going to go, huh, maybe I should try it. And they're going to. Okay? It's just as simple. Now, if they told you, I did love the tea, or I did love the orange genius, or I did love the coffee, fantastic. Ask them, why did you like it? What happened? Talk to me. Tell me. Don't say words like, give me your testimonial. No, no, no. Don't use words like that. Just say, tell me about it. Ask the same thing you're asking, really. But testimonial is kind of, the word testimonial kind of scares them. So basically, just say, tell me what happened. Why do you like it? Because most people are not going to lose 5 pounds or 10 pounds or whatever. Some people are not, but they're going to have different testimonials of the products. Let them talk to you about them. What did they feel? Once they tell you what they felt and what they did, the next question should be, who do you know in your family and friends? Listen to the question. Who do you know in your family and friends, with people you hang around with, that have the same issue as you? See, here's the deal. If you live with people, if you hang around with people long enough, and you eat the same things, you eat the same foods, you have the same issues. It's just that simple. So once they're telling you that, you're jotting it down, like, oh, his cousin Pedro is Josephine, his cousin Josephine, Maria, wherever, just start jotting the names down. After they tell you that, you tell them this. That's a fantastic. This is where I do use testimonial. That's one of the best testimonials I've ever heard. You know what? If I can record you, as I always say this, because now what you're doing is giving them value for their testimonial. So you go, if I can record you saying this testimonial, I could look at this into my words. I can make a lot of money selling my product. See what I did there? I'm telling them your testimonial has so much value, it can help me grow my business. You see that? So when you do that, the next key is you say, thank you so much. Let's just say his name is Juan or his name is Joe. Joe, thank you so much. I appreciate. I'll call you back, see how you keep loving the product. And you hang up. That was it. That's the follow-up. Nothing more. Yeah, I didn't try to upsell. I didn't try to do more. I didn't try to, getting them into the business. Nothing. Just leave them as that. That's it. If you keep things simple, your recruitment will just quadruple, will quintuple, people don't know this, but in my last business that I was an affiliate, about 10 years ago, I had direct to me over 8,200 people. Just direct active people. How did I do this? Doing it this way. That's the way you do it. Okay. That's the way you get people to actually want to join the business. Now, next step, number 4, sorting. Okay. How do you sort? Now we're going to start. You already did the follow-up. You already have the product. You already went prospecting. Now you went in and did the follow-up. Now we're going to do number 4. Number 4, what is it? Sorting. Okay. How do you sort? Asking us questions that get you the right answers. Again. Now, if you called them when you were following up at night, you call them in the morning. If you call them in the morning, you call them at night, basically for sorting. Okay. So you return the call. So let's just say I called you last night. Now it's the morning. I'm calling you in the morning and I'm saying, Joe, you know what? I couldn't sleep all night thinking. See, this is now listen to my words. You're going to use the same words. Joe, I couldn't fathom all night. I was thinking all night long about your testimonial, about recording you, about how well the product went for you. And then I was thinking about the people you told me that have the same issues as you and your family and friends. Joe, I don't know what you're thinking, but let me know if this fits in for you. If I show you what I do and how I do it, would you sell the product to your friends and family and possibly make the money yourself instead of me making it? Would that something you would consider? See what I did there? When I did that, you're giving them an opportunity to say yes or no. And then tell them, Joe, if for any reason you don't want to do that, I want to give you, just to record you, I want to give you, see, I give them 2 options. So I sorting 1, I told them, no, the second option is, Joe, if you decide you don't want to sell, you want to learn, that's fantastic. But if I record you, I want to give you a customer discount basically on the product. It's just that simple. So our preferred customers are usually like $5 off of the product, basically, if you go directly to the website and as a preferred customer. The only difference is they're buying it themselves directly instead of buying it from you and stuff like that. So it's like about $5 to $10 off a product, depending on what it is. So it's a discount. Okay. So all it is. It's not signing them up as an affiliate so they can buy wholesale. So that's a big mistake. If they're not going to do the business, don't sign them up. Let them be a preferred customer. That's just about simple as that. Got it? So you give them those 2 offers. Now Joe can say, you know what like most will say, I'm not the type of person that sells things. You know what? I'm not interested, but I will continue on buying it. Fantastic. Joe, if I can get you that discount, I mean, if I can come record you and I can use your video and stuff like that, would be awesome. See, that's simple. If Joe goes like, yeah, I'm interested. Next step is pointing them out to the right person, to the right meeting, to the right Zoom where they're going to talk about the business. Okay. Now, my next question to Joe is this. Okay. And this is part of sorting also. Okay. And my next question to Joe is, Joe, have you ever done a business before? It's important to understand that. Now, Joe may say, no, I've never done a business. Fantastic. If Joe's never done a business, the only thing I talk to him about is how much money he's going to make from each product. So you're going to make $30 for every product you sell. Just as simple. Just tell them, imagine if you sell 5 products, that's $150 a day. If you sell 10 products, that's $300 a day. And just talk about, I only tell him about the sell factor. I don't talk to him about the comp plan of the company. Okay. Now, if Joe tells me, yes, I've done a business, I go, what type of business have you done before? I don't ask him, have you done network marketing? Have you done, no, just what type of business? Let them answer. Goes, I've owned a store. I've had a hot dog cart. I've sold hamburgers. I had a restaurant. I've sold shirts. I had clothing. I had sold shoes. Okay, whatever it is. If they had a business, okay, in that case, I will only talk to them about 3 bonuses: sales, direct sales, which is $30 per product, and tell them that same thing that I just told you right now. 2, if they help the other people join, they will make a 50% fast start bonus on every inventory people buy at the very beginning. And 3, the check match bonus. Imagine everybody that you bring into the business, if they just make a few dollars, you make 50% check match. So if the person makes $1,000 a month, you make $500 from that person. If that person makes, $500, you make $250 from that person also. And there's no limits on money. So I'll talk to them about the 350% basically. Okay. Now, if the Joe goes, you know what? I've done a business. I was in Herbalife. I was in Amway. I was in Shackley's. I was, in Organo Gold. I was in one of the network marketing companies that you may know. Fantastic. At that point, you talk to them about the full comp plan that we have because it's going to blow their minds. So that's part of the sorting right there. Now, number five. Number 5 is duplication. How do we duplicate? Duplication is show them the 5 steps to success. Show them about either how to sort through people with the comp plan. How are you going to talk to them about the comp plan? You're going to talk to them just about sales. You're going to talk to them about the 50-50-50, or you're going to talk to them about the full comp plan that we have in all 12 bonuses. It's just as simple. Okay. So you got to learn that. You got to duplicate out, be on the Zoom calls, especially the training calls, like this one that we're on right now, like the ones you have with your leadership. With you got Angel doing calls. You got other people doing calls, making sure that you're on the calls, learning the business. Okay, very simple as that.
Yeah.
Especially when Angel, she's on. Hey, listen, basically, that's a 7-figure earner. Listen to what they're doing, why they're doing it, and what they're talking about. Just be on the calls. Go to events. Events are important. Local events are important. Regional events are important. Conventions are important. As much as you do all that, the more powerful that can be. It's just as simple as that. Okay. So as we're doing this, as we're understanding, 5 steps is, again, let's go back. It's inventory, prospecting, selling, follow up, sorting, duplication. That's what that is. And if you really look at these 5 steps, it's a funnel. Understand this. It's a big funnel. You throw everybody into the funnel. In this funnel, as you're sorting, as you're going through the nose and everything else, is getting smaller. As people are trying the product, you're doing the follow-up, it's getting smaller. As people say, yes, I want to hear about the business, is coming out to the point that you're going to show them about the business. And once they listen to the business, they want to join, you got quality people who are going to build the tree. It's just as simple. This is the magic, this is the art of network marketing. If you learn your art, you will be successful. If you learn to do things correctly and not jump, not look for shortcuts, not try to recruit people right off the bat, and you take your time, because this is an art. This is really art. That's what it is. If you learn to do this right, you will be successful. Let me give you an example of the 5 steps. Have you ever gone to a timeshare um, seminar where they're trying to sell you some timeshare? They're trying to sell you an apartment. They're trying to sell you an apartment in a building, something like that, right? Have you ever gone that? Something like that? Look what they do. Same thing. They have their inventory. Their building, whatever it is, their hotel, whatever it is, right? Their property. Two, they go prospecting, they look for you, they tell you if you come in you will win this, you will win that, you'll spin the wheel, whatever, come on in and try to win this bag or this or a car, whatever they're trying to do. They're trying to hook you in. Okay? Three, they send you the first, they try you, they see if you like the product. Okay, what they do is they they send you to this first room where they show you the product in a very simple form, see if you're interested, and then they sort through you. Why? Because if you like that product a little bit and you show some interest, they invite you to the next meeting where they talk about, look at the properties, look at the facility, look at the things you're going to have, look at the penthouse, look at this, look at that. And they try to make you fall in love with that. Now, if you like that, they sort you through that. Guess what they're going to do? They're going to take you to the next meeting where they're talking about the money and they're the closing and they get you to sign up. Same thing, my friends. Being a professional in sales is important. 5 steps to success. That's all it is. So I hope this helped. I hope you love this. I love you guys. Take care, and we will get everything going. I will be doing some Zooms between the weeks and stuff like that just to get some help. I will be jumping on with some teams and stuff like that. So let's get things going. I appreciate all of you. I hope the information that I gave you today helps you. Next week, we'll talk about the power of five. It's a little bit different, but I'll tell you how that works and why that will work and why you can blow this business into the sky. I love you all. Take care. God bless. Thank you for being on the call.